Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we have a 4 vs 4 on Burial Ground. Playing as Space Marines, we've got Grunt, his teammate Game as the Imperial Guard, his other teammate Doc playing as the Necrons, and his final teammate Ghoul playing as the Space Marines. The opposing team we've got Gideon PPCZ playing as the Eldar, we've got his ally Pincho playing as the Dark Eldar, we've got the Imperial Guard playing as my personal computer files, haha, a little bit of banter there. And we've also got Billy playing as the Space Marines. And what you'll have noticed as we've been looking at these players is that everyone seems to be sharing their land, so to speak. Everyone's just building up their own Tier 1 infantry recruitment buildings inside their allies' bases. I imagine, especially for the Dark Eldar over here, there's a long trek to bring up fighting forces towards the front, so may as well build it up here. And same with the Imperial Guard over on this side as well, sir. He's going to be helping his Space Marine comrade take on this lonely guy in this centre of the map. And these guys are sort of teamwork. That's what's going to happen as the scouts open fire on these Guardians who are trying to capture this strategic point. And we'll get there. And, that's a meme. I know that meme. I saw it on 9gag once. Maybe even twice. Going to see some Rangers, Warriors as well. Oh, I quite like that. Early Warriors. Just to get something, anything on the battlefield to add some early game pressure. We have a wonderful crescent moon of plasma generators. I imagine the Necron player is just going to sit tight in this little corner here and mind his business as he takes up as quickly as possible to get all those late tier units out. Scouts shouting for the Emperor as they retreat. Not wanting to get involved when the Dark Warriors and the Rangers come out to play. I mean, a one-battle combat of all these Eldar working together in tandem. Just how the Ynnari would like it to be. Yeah, but Scouts not going to be able to run away from the Rangers. Kind of similar movement speed to the Warrior squads. They're going to just chase them all the way back to the bank. And actually, with the Space Marine player building up his barracks over yonder, he's got no possible way of defending this. Unless he gets more scouts out from his stronghold, but I mean, those won't help him out very much against the Dark Eldar. Seeing a couple of poking and prodding actions going on down here. Billy trying to fight off Gun. Space Marine on Space Marine action. Got some regular old guardsmen to assist. They're just basically tickling the Force Commander's commander armor. Flashlights in name, flashlights by trade. Poor Servitor going down. But these guys, none of these guys are really decent at destroying buildings. Will take them a while, but actually no, he says that. They just have to stand still. Concentrate their fire. I wonder if in lore, with the Dark Eldar's weaponry, basically, from what I understand, Dark Eldar weaponry is designed to maim and cause pain, but not kill, so they could take people back home. So I can only imagine the mild discomfort that building's in right now. This Force, just look at him go, he's just tanking all the damage. Literally smirking with the amount of last gun fiery bits on him. There's some scouts on the downside, more guardsmen coming up over as well. And it does look like that. I don't want to say his name, I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Program Files, D-Program Files, is going to take Sanctuary within this heavy cover as the scouts capture this relic. Although not sure if giving the relic to the Space Marine player is going to be ideal in the long term. Mainly because obviously, I mean, the Space Marine's relic unit is a Land Raider. Which, I mean, it's all well and good, you know, it can transport Terminators. It's got the Life and Machine Spirit for additional tankiness. But a Baneblade is just a lot more useful, in my honest, humble opinion. And there are only, there's what, 2... Yeah, there's 2, potentially 3... where's the other one? It's somewhere. There's 4 on the map in total, I do believe. But there's 1, 2, 3... Who knows? In the grand scheme of things, I can't see the minimap. It's quite small and I'm remarkably blind. Yeah, the Space Marine player is going up against some Necrons too. Oh no, so the Necrons on his side. Ah, right, okay, fair enough. Friendly Necrons. Re-engaging in the oldest war in the history of the Warhammer universe. These guys are just going to mosey around. They've killed the Builder Scabs who are repairing this stronghold. Going to try and get down these scouts. This Space Marine player is just not having a happy day, is he? Guardians over here being blasted around by this obelisk. And the Space Marine player on the far right of the northern team is now amassing some... Are you Blood Ravens? You are indeed Blood Ravens. If there's one thing Blood Ravens like, it's stealing relics from the Imperium and other Space Marine chapters, and that is exactly what they're looking to do. Over here we do have a fighting force of guardsmen with... Is that double psych? No, it's just one priest and one psychic. Engaging glorious hand-to-hand combat. Gladius is slicing up against the soft skin of the scouts. Although, do the scouts have longer blades than the Space Marines? Well, look at that. Call that a knife? This, my friend, is a knife. And speaking of knives, here come the bayonets. One Space Marine getting yeeted all the way away from the battlefield by the Psyker. We do have some Space Marines with some heavy bolters, so I do assume that these guys have gone for tier 2 then. Tier 2, he says, no degree of confidence. Something like that. And over here we do have the Flayed Ones now teleporting smack bang in the middle of the double Eldari base. Giving them a taste of their own medicine. We do have double... Oh, sorry, not double, just the one. We're not playing Unification at the moment. Just the one support portal over here. Scout squads are able to keep their distance away from these Flayed Ones, but not able to assist with defending these plasma generators over here. Harlequin in the mix trying to keep them away from the plasma generator just for a little while longer while these Scout squads move into position. But does look like they're about to lose it. Necron Lord force striking these guys away. Plasma generators now officially down. And they've got nowhere else to be, so they'll just teleport back home. Necron Lord also going to teleport away. Where have you gone, Necron Lord? Where did you go off to? Oh, what's this? Ah, going to do a little bit of scouting. Going to provide more vision for other Necrons to teleport on to when the Flayed Ones get comfortable in their little house. Second Necron monolith on the way as well, which is quite nice. Dark Eldar and regular Eldar returning to an attacking posture. We'll spot these Necron warriors. Make quick work of them if they don't teleport back home carefully. Over on this side we do have a sizable push from the Guardsmen and the Space Marines. Missile launchers and heavy bolters working in unison. A little bit of teamwork. Guardsmen trying to get a bayonet charge off. Trying to tie up this heavy bolter squad, but to no avail. They have been more or less wiped out. It was brave. Wavy of a Kriegsman, but no good. Did screen these guys a little bit, allowing these guys to kill these listening posters. That is quite a useful boon that these guardsmen have provided their Space Marine comrades. They will fall back with nothing left to defend. May as well mosey on back a little bit and just get a little bit more comfortable. Scourges, where are you off to? You are off down here because, there we go. Flayed Ones, quadruple squads of Flayed Ones, if I'm not mistaken. Taking out all the structures of use in the Dark Eldar base. Does have a Witch Cult arena, but, I mean, we're getting units from there. Now going to build up a webway gate that will allow the Eldar ally to teleport back and forth for defensive reasons. And the Necron Lord, where have you got? Ah ha ha! Hiding in the bushes! Like an old man in a public park or something. Got some scouts. Or should I say rangers. Casually being shot at by this listing post. And over on this side we do have... Oh, we've got supporting Flayed Ones. Won't be able to teleport back home for a little while, as they have now used their return home juice. We are going to chase after this Rhino. The Rhino driver just heartily chuckling to himself, knowing full well that these Flayed Ones will be nowhere fast enough to catch up with them. Yeah, this is a lose-lose situation for the Flayed Ones. Unless, of course, that these Space Marines can take on this Rhino. But these guardsmen now equipping themselves with grenade launchers. This is a desperate siege. Although they have managed to prevent these guys from capping and then building their listening posts on there, so they've at least got that going for themselves. Morale being broken on these Space Marines, but going to be recovered by their sergeant. Flayed One's trying to get involved. Hungry to slice the flesh of these Space Marines. These guys have been slurred. I imagine they're being hit by a grappling ability. I think that's what it does. Be able to slow people, I'm sure. Oh no, Rhino transport stuck in the mud. Now being surrounded by Flayed Ones. Guys like Night of the Living Dead. Or the dead, because I mean the Necrons aren't really alive, are they? They're just super dead. But yeah, they've decided to, rather than trying to run away, they're retreating forward into the line of fire and opening hell and high fury upon these Space Marines before turning back and trying to help their... I mean, they were looking at... they turned around thinking that they would help their Imperial comrades against all the Flayed Ones and thought, nope. Too many Flayed Ones, even for the Adepts and Astartes. We do have some Sentinels on the way, as well as... God, look, what even F is going on here? We've got Scourges firing away at this Chimera. Game has just been casually just taking up all this game, just building up his economy. Taking no part in this battle whatsoever. Let's have a look, quickly have a look at the economies. Starting with you. 98 and 40, 92 and 30, 74 and 50. Compared to 50 and 60, 231 and 1 and 46. 30% build speed, 137 and 56 and 20. And for the first team, because I completely forgot the Eldar, 104 and 80. So yeah, while the Southern team have had the advantage in combat at the moment, I mean, they've basically fight with all 4 people. Northern team will try to defend with 3 versus 4. It all come down to how useful Game and his souped up Imperial Guard could be. And look at these guys. The cavalry has indeed arrived. Plasma guns on these lads. Got a whole smorgasbord of Space Marines over here being Valkyrie fired upon. Librarian in the mix, going to smite down some psychic energy. And this is a staunch line of bayonets. Holding up well against these Space Marines. Have a priest in their ranks, so I imagine they're able to use their God Save the Emperor ability. Yeah, the numbers are thinning somewhat. Have to get those Space Marines up front now. Now they're fully rested, but... I mean, we've got guardsmen in the infantry command down here. They have managed to set down 1 listening post, so... Take what you can get, my friends. You've done yourself proud. Rangers, I don't think these Rangers have moved a single inch since we last saw them. But now that there's some Grey Knights on the way, they're gonna want to get out of there quick, sharpish. Do have the Space Marine players still holding on. Heavy mortar turret, keeping them mean and keen. We do have all the Flayed Ones back down here as well. And this Dark Eldar player feeling the repercussions of his actions. I mean, having built up all his recruitment buildings elsewhere, much like the Space Marine player on the left-hand side, never eat shredded wheat, on the western side, shall we say it. He's feeling the burn of having no recruitment buildings in the base. Flayed One's going to teleport back. Going to sit back in that Necron monolith and probably teleport back in. Guardsman showing no fear. Getting right close to this Archon with all the plasma guns. Basilisk more or less being killed from the moment it was released from the gate. But Fire Dragon's going to stand up. No chance against these guardsmen. Scourge squad's looking for a way out. Not sure if they've got any jumping juice left. Do have a couple of Dark Lances which will help them take out Sentinel. There we go. Take it out and they're going to leapfrog over the mountain to well, relatively safety. And the Thermoplasma generator will go down. We do have some Dark Space Marines now in the Blood Angels base, opening fire. Got some teleporting lads in. I imagine these are more Flayed Ones. Place your bets. Oh no, it's Terminators. Yeah, this Blood Angels base is looking quite sad. God, look at the range of these bullets. Impressive. And we do have some... what are you? Are you the good Northern Eldar? Guardsman? Oh, speaking of Northern or Southern Guardsman, this Guardsman player is not in the way of staying alive at the moment. He'll lose all his economy. Well, his green economy at the very least. So tit for tat. While the Space Marine player over here is getting knocked out, doesn't look like he's going to pull his forces back. And I imagine probably build up something over here. There we go, Chapel Barracks. And do you have any builders left? That's the question. Any builders? He's got a couple. Of course he's got a couple. He's building up a Chapel Barracks. What am I talking about? Anyway, Stronghold's gone down. But the masses of unmodified humans, only modified by their faith in the Emperor and the holy words uttered by their priests. Got a Hellfire Dreadnought opening all kinds of bolts of fire. The Guardsmen stand strong, even when taking lots of Fire Dragon nonsense to the chops. Valkyrie fire coming down these Guardsmen, taking out a fair bit of their number. Absolute insanity, but it does look like that the Northern Guardsmen are holding firm and true. Heavy destroyers on the way now. Will be able to cut a path through these Hellfire Dreadnoughts. Or Dreadnoughts, sorry. Basically, play over here, just decapping anything and everything. Do have a stronghold being built up over yonder as well. It's not all over, like we say. The Northern Guardsmen, impressive economy. Should be able to certainly carry the fallen Space Marine player a little bit. I mean, he's got just a casual Baneblade. 17-minute Baneblade, that's what we like. So it's all going to be about how the Northern team can rally around their Imperial Guard player to maximise his effectiveness to full effect. We do have some Space Marines over here who are engaging in deadly combat. And I imagine this is probably a fake. Yeah, that's a fake Necromonolith. An orbital bombardment going on the Blood Ravens. He says, there we go. Calling down Holy Retribution. Oh no, he's clearly there's a bit of a Wi-Fi blockage going on here. There we go. Managing to get off finally. Only one there. That's unfortunate. Unable to get one off from all the knockbacks and stuff, I imagine. Do have double Leman Russes. And don't get me wrong, the Seer Council and the Archons are very brave. Actually, Jesus, how on earth are they getting this down? Oh, they had Warp Beasts in the mix. Yeah, when you got Warp Beasts down, it's no matter how many inches your armour is in regards to thickness, they are going to cut through. And this Baneblade's got nowhere to run. He is completely surrounded. Unable to push through the mass of the infantry that is surrounding it. Which lore-wise is not accurate whatsoever, but it is what it is, baby. Can't push through that Archon. And there's dummy thick thighs of his Incubi. We've got all the heavy bolter turrets being popped down here as well, just to protect all this tech stuff going on around here. The valiant effort. I mean, they've got the Space Marines, they've got the Immortals. Should be able to do it. Got another Baneblade on the way. Does look like that these Space Marines were pushed back. In fact, might even have potentially been even like fully killed. I'm not sure what happened to them, but don't seem to be able to see them. Got some Southern Guardsmen with their Leman Russes now. Some Eldar using their webway gates as best they can to maneuver around the battlefield. Do have some flayed ones. And I mean, let's be honest, like, mass flayed ones in multiplayer. We've seen it before quite a few times on this channel. Really difficult to deal with. The only thing you can really do is build up lots of turrets, but even then, turrets don't really... Even if you're on like a massive turret, you need a serious amount to be able to cut through the sheer reinforcement rate of quadruple flayed ones. Yeah, they've taken all the plasma generators for this Imperial Guard player. Dreadnought spinning around, clutching these Necrons by the chest. Giving them the old Adeptus Astartes shuffle. Sounds like a terrible 1980s disco dance to me. Got a command squad replete with double psychers for extra witnessing of dooms. These guys teleport just in the nick of time to get away. He says, Commissar, doing a little bit of spinny blade stuff. That was very nice. Very fancy. Probably not suggested by the Imperial Guardsman's uplifting primer, but if it looks good, it feels good. Not sure who he's firing at. Probably all the ghosts of the civilians that have died in the Commissar's campaign. Got a heavy weapons team just setting up smack bang in the middle, surrounded by all the Terminators in the world. Although the Terminators with the yellow patch, they're the Northern Space Marines. The ones with the silver patches are the Southerns. More orbital bombardments coming down. This is actually getting set off proper. He says, no, we're just going to assume from now on, boys and girls, that every single orbital bombardment strike in this game is just a tease. We're just being blue-balled here. The Northern Leman Russ going to go down. Morale being broken for, well, at least challenged for a lot of the Northern units. Guardsmen not standing up all that well, if I'm totally honest. Friendly flayed ones teleporting around the side, going to try and see if they can tie up Billy's Terminators. And it does seem like, yeah, the flayed ones over here have been defeated. Imperial Guard now able to reconvene recon mass. I'm not believing you, orbital bombardment. You are not real. You are not existing. You are the figments of my imagination. Do have some witch squads running past this fake orbital bombardment, not even paying it attention, no matter how epic it looks. We have a fake Necromonolith also being summoned in as well. And it's pure unbridled chaos. I have no idea what's going on at the moment. We've got Terminators on either side, we've got flayed ones slicing around, we've got Warp Spiders doing the spinny nonsense. A Force Commander with his Thunder Hammer looking to smirch some demons. A Essence of the Deceiver also playing his wily tricks on nearby units. But it does seem that the Southern team have managed to hold on to this base for a little bit longer, although the webway assembly has gone down. We'll need to rebuild that. Do you have any more builders by any chance, Mr. or Mrs. Eldari? Oh, you've got one. Well done. Good job. These guys have managed to kill a fake restored monolith, which is quite an achievement in itself. And the Terminators, with assistance from Foul Xenos, both chaotic and orderly. Oh, gee, oh dear, that's sad time. Say goodbye to whatever's in your base when you have the double Warp Beasts and Witch Squad in the mix. Guys are going to munch and crunch. Stronghold won't survive. Oh, we've also got Corrosive Acid going on there, so adding to the overall damage being able to do in quick succession. Terminators and flayed ones alike trying their best to sort these guys out. Warp Beasts over here losing their morale. In fact, all the Warp Beasts are now currently riding amok. Witch Squad unable to contend with their unruly beasts will also lose their morale. More flayed ones coming up from the ground. But these ladies and beasts will be supported by some Assault Terminator veterans and regular old Terminator squads from Billy. And it's just a big old puncher for these dudes. Melee this, melee that. Flayed ones quite low on number at the moment. Not sure if they're able to keep up the current situation. Also got these, what are you called? You shuriken cannon platforms. We're just racking up the value here. They might not do amazing damage to heavily armoured units, but I mean, anything's valuable if you just sit around the back and just let it fire away. But Necron Lord, oh, we haven't seen you for a while. He's going to come in, I imagine, do some Necron Lord shenanigans. Going down and doing a John Cena beam. And maybe even something else if we're good boys and girls. Which squad looks like that they're on their way on death's door here. Surrounded absolutely and totally by these flayed ones. Dreadnought continuing the assault, but these triple servitors aren't going to let him take that building down. Not without planning rights first. Terminator's now running the gauntlet, surrounded by Warp Spider and Shurikens. Over on this side, what's going to go on? We've got some Tomb Spiders, some Heavy Destroyers. Oh, we've got a Land Raider as well. We're against triple Heavy Destroyers and double Space Marines with their missile launchers. Yeah, these guys aren't going to survive for very long, in all honesty. Oh, I wonder what makes my camera do that. There we go, one person going to go down. Although Heavy Destroyer also falling foul. Although the Blood Angels do seem to have recapped their strategic points over here, so their economy's totally fine. Very quick look at the economies. We've got, hold on. We've got 121 and 60, 272 and 130, 45% build speed and 206, and 72 and 46 compared to 64 and 34, 72 and 39, 36 and 53, and 67 and 82. So I mean, don't get me wrong, like, these dudes are doing a really good job of being aggressive, but they're going to be broke soon. They've got no money. They're fighting on borrowed time here. Land Raider is still there, quite a formidable target to take on. But so is the Northern team, who are, I imagine, are you going to go for another Baneblade? Has not gone for another Baneblade, that's a little bit odd. But okay. There's probably a reason for it. Come on, Leman Russ is on the way out. Guardsman over here just trying to go up against all this solo. And we do have the Southern forces flanking around on this side. A defensive flanking, no doubt. God save the Emperor ability. Attach these Cassicans. These guys, no fear. They're just going to charge straight in. Probably not what you want to do with them, but very thematic all the same. They will die a glorious hero's death. All the same. Witch Squad and Warp Beasts looking for some more fragile meat to chew on. And we do have a Basilisk being taken on. Also Baneblade over there, which is probably the next target for those Warp Beasts, I imagine. Really bringing the fun there. Smashing away all these Necrons. Necron Heavy Destroyer as well, also going to be turned into scrap metal if they're not careful. While Billy is helping his allies, we do have all the Space Marines of the Blood Angels. Not Blood Angels, sorry, Blood Ravens. Cracking open this tough nut. But this Land Raider still not really looking any worse for where than it did at the beginning. You have some Eldar still defending their little patch of land. And we do have a... You're definitely a fake one, aren't you? You must be a fake one. Oh yeah, we've got the real one here. Fake one here. So double Necro Monolith in the wings. These Space Marines are just going to concentrate on this Land Raider. Got enough missile launchers and a quick enough reinforcement time to keep up to toes with it. But I'm not a huge fan of the Land Raider, in all honesty. Never seems to have a huge impact in the same way that, oh, I don't know, like Greater Demon of Khorne does. I mean, we haven't seen that many Greater Demon of Khornes in these casts on this channel. But when we do, it is something. And the Eldar are surrendering. Oh dear. I mean, to be fair, they probably saw the double monoliths. Seeing that their Space Marine ally is being whittled down and their economy not doing so fresh. But yeah, I mean, a wonderful opening from the Southern team. Really able to get in there, seriously punishing the Space Marine player for putting up his barracks in here, which, in hindsight, actually, I don't know why. Because surely you'd... Because this would be the front line, wouldn't it? You're closest to here, and then you'd be fighting each other. You wouldn't... Ha! Well, anyway, this'll be the end. We'll watch these Space Marines attempt to defend themselves. Oh, no, we won't. Never mind me. Sorry, I thought it'd be too much fun. Cool. Well, anyway, if you want to support the channel, £1 a month does get you one extra game a week on the old Patreon. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, and never a chore. I will see you in a bit. Peace.